Friends, welcome to this class. In this video, let us discuss about excitation pathway and modified Jablonski diagram. Right. So, what is this? So, see. So, whenever I write below and above, it is understood that below one will be having lower energy because energy we will show like that. Lower energy, as we go above, it will be a higher energy. Right. So, here I have two electrons. Right. So, this I call it as ground state. Right. So if I check the multiplicity, so multiplicity will be given by the formula 2s plus 1, right? So here this electron is having plus half and this electron is having minus half, right? So 2 into s means one is plus half, other is minus half, right? So minus half plus 1. So plus half minus half cancels out, it becomes 0. So it is 2 into 0 plus 1. So I will get 1. So 1 means singlet. So this is singlet. So instead of writing singlet, I will write yes. Right. So it is singlet since it is ground state. Right. So singlet ground state. Ground state symbol, let me show it by a like small 0 here. Right. So it is singlet ground state. So what I will do, I put some radiation to this. So it gets excited. How it will excited? This will remain as it is. See, this electron without changing its spin, it will go to above. This is like this. See here. This electron is same here. This electron without changing its spin, it will go like this. Right. So this is our spin selection rule. Right. In spin selection rule, what it will tell? If electron excited to the higher energy without changing its spin, then that kind of transition is allowed, spin allowed. Right. So this is allowed transition. So let us check multiplicity here. So it is 2 into s plus half. Here it is again, it has not changed its spin. Right. So plus half minus half plus 1. So 2 into 0 plus 1 is nothing but 1. Again it is singlet. But energy, if you compare to this, its energy will be more, right? Because it is excited. So I'll call it by singlet means since it is 1, it is singlet excited state. No. So first excited state. Let us do like. So it is singlet first excited state. So there is one more possibility like this. Here what happens, this singlet excited state is there, right? It will lose some energy. So if you compare its and this energy, this will be little less energy, right? Let me show here. Because of which it lose energy, while losing energy it will change its spin from minus half, it will come out to plus half like this. So it has changed its spin, right? So the below one will remain same as it is. So if you check the multiplicity, 2 into yes, here plus half, this is also plus half. So half plus half, it will be 1. 2s plus 1. So 2 into 1 plus 1 is nothing but 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So it is triplet, right? So we call it as T1, triplet excited state. So what you all understood? So S naught means it is singlet ground state, whereas S1 means it is singlet excited state. Excited state means it will be having more energy compared to this ground state. Similarly, triplet. So triplet excited state it is not ground state. It has got excited, right? So it is triplet excited state. So if I want to compare its energy, how it will be? So always ground state will be having lower energy compared to triplet excited state comes next. Last comes singlet excited state, because singlet excited state will always have more energy compared to triplet excited state. The reason is it will do sign change, spin change will happen. So this kind of change in spin we call it as inter-system crossing. So what is this inter-system crossing? Inter-system crossing is a thing in which the electron changes its spin and also loses some energy. So from this, see here it is minus half, it has come to plus half. So this is nothing but inter-system crossing, because of which if you see energy, it will be having more energy and it will be having less energy. So here it means nothing but triplet excited state, and this is nothing but singlet excited state. So triplet excited state will always have lesser energy than singlet excited state, and this is ground state, right? Singlet ground state, because multiplicity is 1, here multiplicity is 3, so triplet. Here also multiplicity is 1, so singlet, right? So only 1 0 stands for excitation. So one more point you have to understand. The thing is, for every excited state, singlet excited state, there will be corresponding triplet excited state, right? If it is S1, there will be T1. If I have S2, there will be T2. So corresponding triplet energy state will be there, which is of lower energy than singlet excited state, right? So triplet excited state will be of lower energy than singlet excited state. So after understanding this, let us move to this modified Jablonski diagram. So before telling that, let me tell. So I have told UV visible spectroscopy, there you have seen the transition like sigma to sigma star transition will be having more energy compared to n to sigma star. Then comes pi to pi star, right? Last comes n to pi star. So sir, in UV visible spectroscopy we have learnt about sigma, pi and n, but here you will talk in terms of triplet, singlet, why sir? So it is nothing but, see here, for every exact transition they have corresponding spin and energy, that we will talk in terms of S0, S1, S2. Corresponding to S1 there will be T1, corresponding to S2 there will be T2. So these are the terms which we use, and these terms are related to energy and spin. Based on that, this transition only we speak in terms of this spin and energy, like triplet, singlet. Means it is nothing but we talk about spin, and also energy we have told always triplet energy will be lesser than that of singlet. If we compare from ground state will be less energy, then comes triplet, and the one which is having more energy will be S1, right? So similarly, if we have S2, corresponding T2 will be there, right? So this is the thing, right? So after knowing this, let us discuss about this Jablonski diagram. So what is this Jablonski diagram? See. So this is my ground state, right? So let me write S0 ground state. So I have corresponding with higher energy, I have excited state, right? So this, let me call it as S1. So singlet excited state. So corresponding to that, I have one more excited there, and I call it as S2. It is also singlet, but its energy is more than that of S1. So this is S2 I will call, right? Similarly, with this I have triplet excited state. Corresponding to this, there will be triplet excited state. So singlet excited state, corresponding to that we have triplet excited state, corresponding to that we have one more triplet excited state. So I have told every singlet excited state have corresponding triplet excited state which is of lower energy. If you see, it will be of lower energy. Energy we always write in terms of increasing. Low energy, high, 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 and high it will be, right? So energy increases like this. So triplet energy will be having more energy compared to singlet, but compared to all, every S0 will be having least energy as it is in ground state, right? So this is the diagram, right? So transition, I have told whenever transition there will not be change in spin. If it is like this, transition occurs, so one will be like this here. So there is no change in the spin. Such transitions are allowed. If I have like this, so initially they were like this, right? So transition here no change in spin, but here change in spin. Such transition are forbidden, right? So transition from S0 to S1 is allowed because there is no change in the spin of the electron. But transition from ground state to directly triplet, right, this is forbidden. So this is allowed, and this we call it as forbidden, right? So this is allowed. So I have two electrons like this. So one electron excited without changing its spin. So I got like this system. So this is my singlet excited state. From that, it changed its spin by losing few energy and it converted like this. So this we call it as triplet excited state, right? So from conversion this to this, there is change in spin, that is nothing but inter-system crossing. So what is this inter-system crossing? Here the electron will change its spin, right? So transition, this is also allowed from here to below, this transition is also allowed, right? Because there will not be change in the spin of the electron, right? So this thing I hope you understood, right? So here the electron is excited. If it wants to come back, so it will come back to the ground state by liberating some radiation. The liberated radiation means light. That light we call it as fluorescence. So what is this fluorescence? Fluorescence is nothing but the energy liberated by the excited singlet electron while coming back to the ground state. It will liberate the energy in the form of light. That light we call it as fluorescence, or that radiation we call it as fluorescence. And the same singlet excited state which has corresponding triplet excited state, it can do inter-system crossing, in which it will change its spin from minus half to plus half, right? It goes to triplet. From triplet it can again come back to the ground state. Here, see, this is the ground state, right? So it can come back to the ground state. How should it come back? First it should change its spin, because Huckel's rule tells in a orbital like that, one electron should be plus half, other electron should be minus half, then only stable. So here also it is plus half, here also plus half, so not stable. So whenever it should come back, it should change its spin, and also it should remove its energy. See here, it is having this much energy and this is ground state, less energy it is having. So it should lose this energy, right? So it should lose the energy and come back to the, change its spin and come back to the ground state, right? So to lose this energy, it will liberate that energy in terms of radiation. That radiation we call it as phosphorescence. Phosphorescence. I hope you understood the difference between fluorescence and phosphorescence. Fluorescence means it is the radiation liberated from singlet energy state to ground state. The electron comes, it liberates that energy in the terms of radiation, that is fluorescence. Whereas phosphorescence means the radiation emitted by the electron which is in triplet excited state, while it coming to the ground state, it will liberate some radiation. That radiation is nothing but to be phosphorescence, right? So this is about fluorescence, phosphorescence, singlet excited state, triplet excited state, and the ground state. And also I have told from ground state to singlet excited state, this kind of transition, there is no change in the spin, so it is allowed. Here spin change happens, so these are forbidden. So direct transition here are forbidden. I have written here, right? So energy of S0, S1, T1, that thing also we have understood, right? So about this fluorescence, phosphorescence, everything we have understood. And here inter-system crossing also I have explained it, right? I hope I didn't miss anything, right? So let us see few more things, right? So let us see few more things, like, so what we discussed, I have ground state. From that, when I put this photochemical radiation, it comes to singlet state, S1. So again it can go back to the ground state by liberating some radiation. That radiation we call it as fluorescence, right? Fluorescence. Or other thing what it can do inter-system crossing. It can form this T1 excited state, that is triplet excited state, which is less energy compared to this S1, right? So it can do like that. Other thing, it can react with some substrate and form the product, so it can do reaction, right? If I add any quencher means the substance which takes its energy and goes to excited state, and it comes to the ground state without liberating any radiation. If it liberated radiation, we call it as fluorescence. Here no liberation of radiation. The quencher will take the energy and it will go to excited state, and this will come back to the ground state. So these are the possibility reaction of this singlet, right? Similarly, triplet, what it can do, it can directly come to this ground state by liberating some radiation, and that kind of radiation which it is liberated, we call it as phosphorescence, right? Phosphorescence. Or it can do reaction. Most of the reactions form of ketones, Norris type 1, Norris type 2, it will react to this triplet excited state only, right? So it can do reactions. Or if I add any quencher will get excited and this will come back to the ground state without liberating any radiation. So this is about the pathways or modified Jablonski diagram which we have discussed. I hope I have explained everything. In next class let us see few more concepts of photochemistry.